What up, guys? So I'm finally back. I'm here in California, drove all the way here from Texas, so that's all dealt with. Also finished the GRE, so that's all pushed aside now. And so I want to get you guys your reviews, and especially before I go back up to school, because I'm not sure whether I get locked in, what the housing situation is. So try and get these all out to you guys before in a timely manner. So today we'll be looking at Admiral Fiber Pomade. So they released this like I believe, what has it been, like a month or a few weeks ago? Either way, I received this product, not this jar, but the product near the beginning of the summer to kind of help them develop this fiber pomade, give them my takes. I like this, I don't like this, I think it should need this, but it has plenty of this. So I'm really excited to finally try out their final revision of the pomade and see what it's got, because what it offers is basically an all-around like workhorse type of pomade where it's able to style the pompadour along with a million other things. It's just the go-to, and it's simple, and it's just really the best word for it is versatile. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and start looking at the jar first, and we'll go from there. Here's the jar. You guys should all recognize this by now. It's the standard Admiral logo. On the face, you now have a new label. Instead of red, it is black, and I actually think it looks actually pretty sexy. But you have the distinction here that it's fiber pomade, made in California. A medium hold, whereas the regular pomade that we've been using, the one with the red label, is a stronghold product. And then you have very similar labeling on the back. And all of this is, I believe, a 4-ounce jar. And so you're going to get enough product. It's a large size jar, definitely sturdy. Plastic, brown transparent jar, metal twist top, and inside you have the product. You'll see a little glitter. That's the mica mineral. This is common in almost all fiber pomades, just to give you a little bit more shine. It doesn't show up as glitter in your hair. It's not like that, but it does give you a slightly greater shine. And so you recognize it. It looks pretty similar to the bonafide fiber, but we'll go ahead and go into how it styles now. Alright, so in comparison to the original Admiral pomade, this product has like a vanilla scent, because the original has a coconut and this one has vanilla. It's still a pretty similar smell, but there is definitely like a difference. But either way, it's like a slightly sweet smell, real nice and clean. Scooping it out, you definitely feel like a nice like firm resistance of the product. Oh, that's nice. They definitely put in a lot more mica minerals than when I first tried it, which is nice, because I mean that was like one of my concerns, because during the development, the product they were testing out, it had a good amount of mica crystals, but it takes a lot to kind of start making your hair actually shiny. Not shiny, but to not make your hair matte. So definitely they increased the amount of mica crystals, which actually makes the product look pretty damn cool. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely more than the other fiber pomades I tried. Typically fiber pomades, they don't put too much mica crystals, but the Admiral's definitely packing a lot here. And so this product is actually really different from what we normally see, or what we normally deal with for normal like water-based products for the pompadour. So this product, we can expect it to be drier, not as slick, because that's not the goal of it. Kind of what they want is like a easy to style product, yet it has a lot of hold. Kind of gives you that like loose pompadour look, and it's not as clean, not in a bad way, but it's not as clean because it'll give you that kind of that messy hair look, while still keeping your hair kind of like organized and staying in place. But yeah, I mean, I can smell the scent a little bit. It's pretty light. It's nice. Right now, it's also a little bit thicker than the bonafide fiber. But yeah, that should be the last amount of pomade I need. Applying it, it does have a little stickiness to it. It's something we expect from a fiber pomade. That's just how they've always been, so far at least. All the ones I've worked with. We will be using Imperial fiber. Soon you will see a review of that, so we'll compare it to that. And so we'll have like Imperial fiber, Admiral fiber, and Bonafide fiber under our belts. Go ahead, slick everything back. So I already noticed like the hole taking place like right away. This is already apparent. In all honesty as well, I said this during the Bonafide fiber review. I will try to style a pompadour with this product just for the sake of consistency between the reviews. But if I were to ever use this product in the future, all I would really do is actually just like put a little product in, slick back my hair with my hands, and then just leave it as so. And kind of make sure I'll have like a low taper or like a mid taper on the sides. That's what I would do. As I comb the product more and more, it's becoming like a little bit softer, a little bit more easier to work with. And now that I found my rat tail comb, go ahead and start forming the part. So from what I understand, the idea behind fiber pomades are that, I mean, there are literally fibers in the product. The idea with the fibers is that they line up with your hair and they give you hold. Now, in contrast to a normal gel or like a typical water-based product, the hold comes from the gel like hardening and stuff like that, drying up, hardening, that keeps it in place. Whereas with the fiber itself is supposed to give you the hold that you want. Now, in theory, the fiber should never really harden in any way, and it'll just give you a light hold that's not super strong, yet it gives you enough hold that stays dry and stays malleable throughout the whole day. Now, what does that mean? So we get less hold, hence the medium hold, but in theory we're working with a product that's now malleable and lighter weight. And let me just comment on this real quick, because when I first tested out this product, it was actually like not too different from a normal water base. However, as I'm combing through my hair right now, they definitely made some changes to the product and for the good. So it's like super easy to work with right now. Completely different from when I first applied it or from that tester I tried months ago. Like, it's really easy to comb through right now. Like, I feel like that water-based pomade medium that was carrying the fibers is starting to go away. And as it goes away, the fibers are just left, which are really easy to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and start forming my pomp now that my sides are all slicked back. I'm going to call that done and put down my comb now. So my sides are like held down pretty nice and tight, but they do have like a little looseness to it. They still have a little bit of texture to it. The part is made like hard and sharp, and the pomp itself is at like a pretty good height and like an okay shape. Okay if we're expecting it to kind of work like a traditional pomade, but good for like a fiber pomade. It still has like a nice form to it, has a general shape, but it has like a looseness to it, an extra like a dimension to it to say. Like definitely a huge step up from the tester product, and also a huge step up from Bonafide fiber in my opinion. So Bonafide fiber, the issue with that product was that medium that they put the fibers in, like the goop itself, like that thing's still hardened like a water-based pomade, like a gel. So it kind of took the fiber aspect away from it, because I mean the gel was still holding my hair and it just never really went away, so the fibers never came into play much, and so kind of not really pushing the fiber for what it is. But with this one so far, like unexpectedly as I was combing it through, the medium, that the carrier of like the fiber kind of just like went away, and the fibers really started kind of being at the forefront of the whole. So I like that. Definitely really good. So talking like a texture, not too different from JS Sloan Lightweight. Application is obviously a lot more difficult than the normal water-based product, but still manageable. I mean, it applies similar to bonafide fiber, kind of like a honey type of texture, similar to JS Sloan as well. The scent is like a nice vanilla, pretty light. Strength is good, much better than any of the other fibers I've tried so far, and we'll compare that to Imperial in the next review or in the later reviews. What else? Slickness. I mean, this isn't really an aspect that applies so much to fibers. However, like it did keep everything together, so hats off to that. The shine, thankfully, is very similar to Teddy Boy matte. So it's matte in that it doesn't like add any shine. However, it didn't take away any shine, because when it takes shine away from my hair is black. My hair then starts looking gray, which actually just straight up looks unhealthy. So definitely good. The microcrystals, like you can't see the individual crystals at all, period. But yeah, no, I am thankful for the increase in the amount of micro minerals, not crystals, minerals that they put in. We'll go on with my whole day. I'm actually heading out of town today, so at night when I come back, go over the endurance and see how well it did. So other than that, have a good Wednesday, guys, and peace out. Alright, so back from my day now, and I'm so tired. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I just want to go to sleep. And I'm going to immediately do that after I film this little section. So overall, like, my hair is completely messed up. And normally that's bad, but that's something that we actually expect from a fiber pomade, because we're not looking at a normal pomade right now. We need to remember that. And after trying out some like the fiber pomades that are available on the market today, I kind of learned what is the purpose, what is the difference, and the fact is, like, so it looks pretty bad when my hair gets messed up. But for the majority of the market, for the majority of people who actually have hair thicker than mine, hair that actually somewhat stands up, it has like arguably nice aesthetic to it, like a loose, natural, just more free-form type of style to it. For me, my hair just sits down, so when it like gets messed up, it just looks weird. It looks like a willow tree. And so either way, I can't really argue against this product for not being able to hold the whole day, because it's not designed for that. That's not the purpose. That's not why we use a fiber pomade. You don't use it for the hold. You use it for like the way in which it holds your hair. And so arguably, I might come up with a better way to kind of review a fiber pomade, but for now, we'll review it to the same standards as another water-based product. So like the endurance, it will last for the majority of a regular day. Once you really push into that nighttime, once you really push into that late evening, then it gets bad, or rather not bad, but it starts really losing that initial hold that it's always had. Restylability is almost next to nothing in terms of the way that we typically restyle a product. But Admiral fiber pomade is actually like the best fiber pomade in this aspect that I've seen so far, because it's not a gel based hold anymore. It's actually a fiber based hold, which is truly what we've been looking for with a fiber pomade. So I could run my hair through run my hand through my hair and like still have some control that way, and I don't have that nasty like crunch from the gel. There is not much of that, so that's a hats off to them, because all the other fiber pomades I've tried, like there is still that crunch, there is still that gel aspect to it. It rinses out just like any other water base, very clean, very nice. And lastly, I think something else. Well, I mean, whether or not it hardens, doesn't really apply to a fiber pomade as much. As I mentioned before, like once you start combing through that medium, that carrier, that water-basedness that we're used to kind of goes away, and then you start really noticing that it's only like the fibers that are left behind, which are really the central and the source of the hold. But yeah, so that's been Admiral fiber pomade, and it definitely receives my seal of approval, because as shown thus far, or rather as far as I've tried in terms of fiber pomades,
Like, it's the best one so far. It's the only one that really lived up to the name, lived up to the purpose. And Admiral's been really responsive in terms of kind of bringing about improvements, adjusting their product. What I mean is, when they first released the tester, it was completely different from this. Nothing like this at all. And then right now, it's like, bam, like 10 times better. So hats off to them for being so responsive, so I don't know, just damn good about receiving like feedback and stuff like that. If you're looking for a similar product, I mean, there's other fiber pomades, bonafide fiber, and stuff like that. But and also that V6 product, I forgot what it's called at this point. Molding paste, but they're not really like comparable to this product yet. And I wouldn't really say that they're similar as in the categorization. However, they're not really similar and comparable to performance. But we're hoping Imperial Fiber to be. So other than that, hope that was some useful information. And this has been a review for Admiral Fiber Pomade. Other than that, enjoy guys, and good night.